What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Wrestling HD here on YouTube.com and, of course, the premier wrestling website in the world, NoDQ.com. Today's going to be about a few different things, but two main topics I've got to talk about. One's a hiring and one's a firing. Well, actually, it wasn't really a firing. It was a mutually agreed upon release because my buddy Low-Key was done with that crap. Low-Key / Kaval / whatever. The day before Christmas Eve last year was released from his WWE contract. He's back on the indies. He's back being Low-Key, the One World Warrior, on Twitter, of course. And I think it's awesome that he's back as Low-Key. I personally, and he would agree, I think, was not satisfied with his WWE run. He got the big push briefly after winning NXT Season 2. And then they just kind of jobbed him out, and it was a very big disappointment to all of us indie fans, to all of us Low-Key fans. You know, I mean, we see Bryan Danielson, win the U.S. Championship and, you know, get that big push. Now he's got the Bellas with him for whatever reason. But he's still in the spotlight, and Low-Key was kind of just like, oh, yeah, you're here too, whatever. So I think to have him be jobbed out and, you know, he asked for his release. Granted, it was before Christmas, which is, you know, never good to get fired the week of Christmas, but, you know, or to get released the week of Christmas. But, hey, if he wanted out, more power to him, and I'm glad he's gone from WWE. That way he can do what he wants to do. Maybe he'll go back to TNA. Maybe TNA will, you know, embrace him. However, personally, I like to see him stay in the indies. That way he'll come out here, go to PWG, work at the NWA, maybe. Are you listening, Marquez? And Pierce. Bring Low-Key in the NWA, get him out here for some tapings. You know, let Low-Key be Low-Key. Just a thought. Just a thought. And the whole thing with NXT, you know, Tough Enough's coming back. Is this the end of NXT? I've been hearing. NXT is a friggin' joke. I'm sorry. You know, NXT from Season 3, the whole ladies thing. Yes, Caitlyn won, which I think was kind of the joke. Caitlyn's a sweetie, it looks like. She's hotter than hell. She'll be part of my little Christmas Divas Christmas Divas post this coming December, if on the Talk Wrestling, Facebook. But AJ should have won that, no doubt about that. AJ was the better wrestler, and she's hot to top it. So, and this season, I don't even watch this season. What's going on this season on NXT? I don't even know, because I don't even bother to watch, because I got better things to do on a Tuesday night on my computer than watch NXT. It's just boring to me. It's just boring. Just my personal opinion. Tough Enough's coming back on USA, the Raw after WrestleMania. So will NXT last all the way through to then? Will they shut it down and say, okay, let's let everybody get branded and rebuilt up to Tough Enough. Let's give everybody a Tough Enough history lesson. You know, talk about Maven and Nydia. Talk about Josh Matthews, who came from Tough Enough. Talk about John Morrison, who came from Tough Enough. Talk about all those guys. Talk about Chris Nowinski, although I'm not sure they're a big fan of Chris Nowinski these days with the whole concussion stuff. I don't know. You know, what's going to happen there? And, of course, the big hiring, which happened, I believe, just before the New Year or just after the New Year. I'm not really sure when that happened. Amazing Kong, Awesome Kong, whatever you want to call her, is now with WWE. And I think that is the best thing to happen to the women's division in some time. I personally think that's going to benefit them. I think about this. They're pushing Natalya. They're pushing Melina. They've pushed Beth again since she's returned. They've jobbed out Laycole, which is awesome. And now they're bringing in Kong. It seems to me that WWE is finally going, you know what? The guys like the women's division, and the ladies appreciate it too, but they want to see them actually wrestle. They want to see these girls compete. Yes, they want to see a bunch of bikini stuff and a bunch of photo shoots that are hot, but you know what? It's a PG era, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to see a whole bunch of hot photo shoots like we used to in the Attitude Era and the Brand Extension Era, you know, early on in that era. So, let's let them wrestle. Let's see Kong fight. Let's see Beth fight. Let's see Melina fight. Let's see Natalya fight. Gail wrestled. Gail wrestled a few weeks ago. Holy cow! She actually competed in a match. What a concept! Let these girls that can wrestle, and just job out these little frickin', you know, for lack of a better term, pretty divas. Let the girls fight. Let them wrestle. Again, I want to know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys think that agree with me on the whole women's situation. But what does everybody else think? Let me know on Facebook. Let me know on YouTube. And we'll see you next time on Talk Wrestling HD.